In geology, you learn that the Earth was born as it is right now, the same size, and that it stayed the same size throughout its evolution. This is the ultimate uniformitarianism, meaning slow changes over time. But what they forget is, how did this thing just magically appear and then not gain any more mass or change at all? This is unrealistic. Okay? How does something as big as the Earth just appear because of gravity? Everything formed as is, all the chemicals, molecules, differentiation of the core. It feels as if they ignore every single naturally occurring physical and chemical process on the Earth and in experiments on the Earth. Like, it feels as if they ignore science. Stellar metamorphosis has it to where, the sun or star starts out really big and hot, pulls away from a nebular cloud, and it's undergoing plasma recombination, so it's hot, very, very hot. And it loses its mass over time, shrinks and cools. Smaller and smaller and smaller. And eventually it loses the majority of its mass, and all the material from plasmatic state goes to gaseous, which then goes to solid and liquid material. And that star becomes what scientists call a planet. It's not mutually exclusive of a star. The reason why they cut it off right here is because, well, they don't shine any longer. But the truth is that the oldest stars are not in the visible spectrum. Scientists call those planets for some reason. It's really strange. Which brings me to my next main correction concerning assumptions of establishment, geology and geophysics and astronomy, is that they think that planets are byproducts of star formation. So they think these objects are the remains of these objects. Almost. These objects are literally the remains of these objects as they evolve. So they're not byproducts of star formation. Planets are byproducts of stellar evolution. The evolved stars are called planets. They're just cooler, older, the solid and metal remains of what were once really big, hot, bright stars. And scientists who want to say this is impossible, well, it's not really impossible as well. It's also observed. We have observed statistically many more hundreds of billions of these objects than these, which, is to be expected because these have very short time frames. The young stars, they change and cool rapidly, relatively, versus older stars which have trapped a lot of heat because of the specific heat capacity of hydrogen gas and methane and water and things like that. So basically you have two main differences. Geology believes the Earth started the same size as it is today, even though it's evolved over billions of years. And stellar metamorphosis states quite clearly that the Earth is just one of these little objects down here. And if we go backwards in time, we find out that evolution is a lot richer than what they want you to believe in school. Today is July 19th, 2015.